If you believe in karma or even just think about it sometimes, stay with me because I want to use karma as a lens today, not as punishment and not as what goes around comes around, but as a mirror, a way of asking what I'm actually doing right now, today, what I'm adding to my leisure without even realizing it. There is a doha by Sant Kabir, बुरा जो देखन मैं चला बुरा ना मिलया कोई जो दिल खोजा आपना मुझसे बुरा ना कोई. He says, I went looking for the bad in others. I couldn't find anyone truly bad. But the moment I looked inside, I found that no one was worse than myself. And that's where today's conversation begins. Because the thing we do every day, automatically, without question, is judge. We have never once stopped to ask, what are we doing to us, to others, to our leisure? This one is important and it might be uncomfortable because I'm not just talking about others here, I'm talking about myself too. We all judge. Let's stop pretending we don't. Someone's wearing something, we have an opinion. Someone posts something online, we have an opinion. Someone raises their kids differently, lives differently, loves differently. Opinion, opinion, opinion. And it's instant. It doesn't even take a second before you have finished looking at someone and you have already decided who they are. Let me give you some examples. A guy at your office quits his job to start something of his own. What's your first thought? Iska chalna mushkil hai, or that it's not possible for him to make it. Not what courage that must have taken. Judgment first, always. Someone shares something personal online about their struggles, their pain, and instead of thinking that must have been hard to share, we think, why do they need attention? A woman comes home late from work, judgment. A man cries in front of people, judgment. Someone can't speak English properly, judgment. Someone doesn't have a proper degree, judgment. And here's what's interesting. We don't even enjoy doing it. Like, actually ask yourself, do you like judging people? Does it make you feel good? For a second, maybe it gives you this feeling of I'm better, I'm above this person. It doesn't last, and deep down, you know it's not real. So, why do we keep doing it? I think we judge because we were judged first. As kids, everything was judged. Your marks, your handwriting, your body, your hair, the way you spoke, the friends you had, whether you were good or bad. Not just by strangers, but by the people closest to us. Sharma ji ka beta dekho, that one line. We all laugh about it, but it really shaped us. It taught us that people are watching, people are comparing, and you better measure up. So, what did we learn? We learned to judge ourselves first, before anyone else could, and then we started doing it to others, because that's the only way we knew how to make sense of people. And there's the thing I want you to sit with. I think about the way you think. Next time you look at someone and judgment comes, just pause. Don't push it away. Don't feel guilty. Just notice it. Where did that come from? Is it your thought, or is it your parents' thought? Is it your teachers? Is it your society's? Because most of our judgment aren't even ours. They are inherited. We are running someone else's code and thinking it's our own. The moment you start seeing that, something shifts. You stop judging automatically. Not because you are a better person, but because you realize, oh, I was doing to them what was done to me. And there's another layer to this, the way we deliver judgment. We say, I'm just being honest. I have good intentions. It's for their own good. But the truth is, good intentions with bad delivery still hurts. The message doesn't matter if the way you say it breaks someone down. Kabir also says, ऐसी वाणी बोलिए मन का आपा खोए और उनको शीतल करे आपू शीतल होए. It means speak in a way that your ego dissolves. Speak in a way that cools the other person's heart. And in doing that, you find peace of your own too. That's not about being soft or fake. It's about understanding that your words land inside someone. They stay there, sometimes for years. One comment from a teacher, one line from a parent, or one thing from a friend said in anger. It shaped us. We still carry it. So imagine what your words are doing to others right now. This is where we come back to karma. We started with it, let's end with it. Kabir went looking for bad people. He couldn't find any. The moment he looked inward, he realized the problem wasn't out there, it was in here. That's what karma is trying to tell us. Not that universe will punish you, but that every act of judgment you cast outward, it lives in you. It becomes you. If you practice judgment, you become someone who lives in judgment of others and of yourself. You start seeing threats everywhere. You stop trusting. You stop being free. That's the cost, and most of us are paying it without even knowing it. But if you practice understanding, even a little, even imperfectly, something opens up. You stop being afraid of being judged because you know you are not doing it to others anymore. And that's what gets added to the other side of the ledger. And I will tell you something that happened to me. I was with friends and someone brought up a sports person, a cricketer who was going through a rough patch. And the table was going at him. He is finished, he can't handle pressure, the usual. And I said, maybe he just needs support right now, not our opinions from a couch. And one of my friends said something that stuck with me. He said, why put yourself out there if you can't handle being judged? And I have thought about that a lot since. Because on the surface, it sounds logical. But here's what it misses. Putting yourself out is not always a choice. Sometimes life puts you out there. Your job, your family situation, circumstances. Most people aren't choosing that spotlight. They are trying to survive it. And even sports people, the ones we think are tough, who have built years of self-belief, even they need support. They need encouragement, not some random person on Twitter deciding they are finished. And if even they need love over criticism, think about the common man, the person at your office who's presenting for the first time, the kid in school who raised their hand and got laughed at, the person who shared something personal and got told, why do you need attention? These people haven't built that self-belief yet. They are still trying, and our judgment lands on them before they have even had a chance to stand. That's what judgment does. It doesn't just annoy, it weakens. It takes away self-belief, slowly, over years, until one day you don't try something, not because you can't, but because you have already heard the judgment before anyone said it. You judged yourself first because the world trained you to. So here's what I will leave you with. The next time a judgment comes up about someone, about yourself, just notice it. Don't fight, just ask, where did this come from? Is this mine? And would I want someone saying this about me? That's it. That's the start. Because judgment isn't fixed by trying to be less judgmental. It is fixed by understanding what made you this way at the first place. And if this made sense to you, tell me in the comments what do you think needs to change about the way we judge each other. And if someone came to mind while watching this, someone who has judged you knowingly or unknowingly, send this to them, not with anger, just so they hear it.